And so those are your first casualties, because the names are arranged by casualty date.
Oh.
So then it goes all the way to May of 68. And then
Yes.
the rest of May of 68 picks up on the end of the west wall and goes into 1 west. And down at the bottom by that flag, it will say 1975. Those are your last casualties. The beginning and end meet. It's like a circle of life.
Right.
And
So the time, the soldier die or just the time of the war?
by casualty date. So
Oh, there we are.
first casualties,
There we are.
and then each day,
Yes.
those casualties then are alphabetical. So
Oh.
if 10 guys got killed on June 1st,
Oh.
then those 10 guys would be alphabetically on the wall.
Mm.
Then on June 2nd, if 20 guys were
Right.
killed, those 20 would be alphabetically, and
Right.
so forth.
I see.
And then the little diamond shapes next to the name are confirmed killed in action, body recovered. And the plus signs are missing in action, body not recovered.
Oh.
Should their remains eventually be found, then they go out, find them on the wall, and they sandblast that plus sign into a diamond shape, meaning he's no longer missing.
Mm.
And they don't have to redo the whole
But
wall.
most of them they recover,
Yeah,
right?
they
Most of them
recover,
because 20 years after they still serve for
Right.
thing. Yeah. I was there. I'm Vietnamese until the war ended. So when the war ended, I'm 22 years old. Then I get here in 1975. So the GI guy over there, I'm very familiar with them.
You probably enjoy the map. Did you see the map here?
Right, I saw that. I know exactly what's going on that map.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tonight, 6 o'clock, they had some kind of celebration.
Yeah, I think it's the opening ceremonies
Mm.
and stuff.
The mayor come out.
I have no idea, because I'm
Right.
not from around here. I live in Burbank.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a volunteer here. This is my 50th Vietnam Traveling Wall I've done in 23 years.
Oh, you do too.
So,
They do some kind of firework. I just curious.
fireworks? I don't think so. I haven't
No,
heard
huh?
anything. You could ask, because in that blue tent there,
Oh, that's
those are
city,
the
so they
City
organize.
Corona Parks and Recreation. They're the ones, City Corona is the one that brought the wall here.
I see. Mm. All right. Nice talk to you.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Thưa các bạn, bây giờ cái tường là để ở đằng kia kìa, 55.000 người ở đằng kia kìa. Từ từ mình sẽ tới. Ở đây thì nó nói sơ sơ thôi. Ở đây giải thích đó, nó dựng lên cái kỷ niệm này để những cái tên này để mà giúp đỡ cho cái chuyện nó qua đi, nó gọi là healing, tức là lành mạnh, lành bệnh hay là ok được bình an về sau. Thì bây giờ mình đi ra đó, cái dãy thấp mà đen á, ở hai bên này nó thấp, ở chính giữa thì nó cao á, vậy đó. Thì cái bà đó bà giải thích đó là đi ngang chính giữa đó, và bên tay trái á, thì những năm đầu tiên á, những năm 60, 63, 65 nữa, người ta chết, lính chết ở phía bên đó. Rồi phía bên tay phải là những năm kế tiếp. Thì trong đó người ta có ghi theo những cái năm mà người đó gọi là gục ngã, chiến sĩ gục ngã. Ok. Thì bây giờ mình đi ra. Thì bây giờ tới đây thì mình hiểu rằng những cái bảng này nó ship lại, nó bỏ lên xe truck nó chở đi, chứ không phải nguyên cái bảng lớn. Giống như những cái khung nó sẽ xếp lại. Đó, nó để dài hai bên đó. Giờ mình đi ngang chính giữa, mình coi coi như thế nào. Thực sự cái này ở bên Washington DC á, mình đi ngang đi bộ mấy lần rồi mà mình cũng ok. Thì mình không có thân nhân trực tiếp thì mình cũng không rành. Không rành, cũng không có info. Nhưng mà đây là lần đầu tiên mình ra gần, mình thâu hình cho các bạn coi nha. Thì cái bản này nói kỷ niệm những người chết ở trong chiến tranh và những người sau đó bị chết, nghĩa là thì bị thương hay bị gì đó mà liên hệ tới cuộc chiến, tức là bị thương và tới chết hay sao đó. Ở đây thì nó nói gì đấy? Trên 58.000. Wow, trên 58.000 người chết ở Việt Nam. Có nhiều người mất tích. Khoảng 3 triệu người có đến Việt Nam. Rồi nó nói sau chiến tranh đó, cái người Mỹ, lính Mỹ cũng bị ảnh hưởng chết vì da vàng, cái bệnh da vàng, tức là cái bệnh mà tụi nó bỏ thuốc xuống rừng cây cỏ chết, người chết cho phía bên kia đó, Bắc Việt chết đó, nó ảnh hưởng tới lính ở phía bên này. Thì nó nói sau đó người ta cũng chết. Đó thì đại khái vậy, cái bảng nó vậy. Năm 58.000 người mất mạng ở Việt Nam. Đây là những cái tên. Thì hồi nãy cái bà giải thích đó, nếu mà cái hình diamond là hình gì ta? Thôi là coi như hình thôi đi. Hình kim cương á, mà kế bên hình kim cương có dấu cộng á, thì là cái xác còn đang mất. Thông á, là cái tên này sướng vậy. Viết như thế này mà không biết. Thông thường, thông dụng mình nói là 55.000, mà ở đây nó nói là trên 58.000 người chết ở Việt Nam. 3 triệu người lính Mỹ có qua bên Việt Nam. Thì những người mà có tên là người thân của họ đó, thì họ cho một cái miếng giấy. Cái miếng giấy đó khi mà cạ lên cái tên đó thì nó sẽ ra cái tên, cái chữ ở trên miếng giấy. Nhưng mà mình cũng không có kỷ niệm gì những người trực tiếp ở đây, thì mình không có làm cái chuyện đó. Nhưng mà nếu mà người nào mà có thân nhân có tên ở trên này á, thì sẽ dùng cái miếng giấy chà nó lên, nó gọi dropping, thì nó sẽ ra cái tên của người đó trên miếng giấy để làm kỷ niệm đem về nhà.
I can't help it.
I understand. Sorry for your loss.
Paramedics to in Vegas. Oh no. But
We just asked if animals don't get close to the wall.
yeah, that's why they told me over there to hold him.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah, that's why I'm holding
No
him.
problem.
But thank you.
No problem.
Sorry.
All right.
I'll hold on to her.
Yeah.
She's tired anyway.
Okay. Okay.
No. People went to war and were able to hold them.
Help you with anything?
Oh, just one.
Hey, pup.
Hi. I just try to understand the pace, like W, 40, 47, what that means.
Because there's the east side,
Uh-huh.
and here's the west
West side, W.
It starts right there at the apex,
Mhm.
1959,
Mm,
goes that away,
yeah.
and then comes back over here and picks back up again, and it's right there at the apex bottom at 1975.
Oh.
And it's all of them that died over in Vietnam. It's
Understand.
58,281 names on this wall.
So the name listed by the order of the timing, the year.
No,
each
they're
year?
listed by when they died.
Oh,
Nothing alphabetical. It's when they died, and the reason
Uh-huh.
for that is they served together in combat, and they
Mhm.
most likely died together in combat.
Oh, at that moment.
That
Yeah.
So it's better
Yeah.
that if that was the case,
Yeah.
that they remain eternally with their friends.
Oh, then
that they
we are
served
the
with,
friend
yes.
know that. Yeah.
Yes, and so that's how it's laid out.
Oh, there we are. Yeah. Yeah. My first time see that, I went by Washington D.C. few times, but I, don't have time
Mhm.
to get deep into to understand a little more. Yeah. 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 I feel for them because I was there in the war until the war ended.
So was I.
Yeah. Yeah. So at the war end, I in service for 2.5 years of South Vietnam Navy. Only 2.5 years, and the war ended, and I started 75, and I came here to Kentucky at the first place. I came, but now long time ago, but hopefully
50
the
years.
family and whatever feel better. Each time they show the respect like this. Yeah. So what kind of service you do over there?
I was in the Navy. I was on the riverboats.
Oh, riverboat, man, riverboat danger than the big ship in the ocean because no fight, no war in the
Well,
ocean,
no.
in the river only. Yeah. I know a lot of story. They easy, they on the bank, they shoot at us on the small river.
Mm-hmm.
They all advantage up there, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of story to tell when I was young. I was there, kid, not in the war yet, but war time. So we are. Then they say like they put the line on the other side of the bank or river, if the ship go by quietly or something, and go over the line the other side, they know the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Some story like that.
Oh yeah.
I remember.
Among other things.
Yeah, some other thing too. But most likely, like you said, the river patrol or whatever
Mm-hmm.
have good gun to shoot them.
Yeah,
You
50
know,
cows.
You can dig up the palm tree like that. You can shut it out.
I know.
Yeah,
Did it.
yeah. All right. Nice to chat to you.
Have a good day, sir.
Yeah. Đó thì nó tính theo năm khỉ gì đó. Từ ở phía này là west side, ở bên kia là east side. Thì tùy theo cái thời gian, những cái người mà tử trận cùng với nhau, bạn bè với nhau thì họ list cái tên gần nhau. 1959 bắt đầu từ đây, Mỹ involve vô. Thấy 1959 không? Đó. tên những người này nè, 1959 là đã gục ngã rồi. Đó. Rồi cuối cùng hết là 1975. Đó là chấm dứt chiến tranh, ra khỏi Việt Nam. What is the actual number name of the war? They say like 58,000 people died, but how many names on the wall?
There's over 58,000, I think 280 names.
58, 280, something like that.
Yes.
Already on the wall.
On the wall is
Oh,
that.
I see.
Yes.
I see. That's what it is. So let's start from 1959, go along.
All the way down to the end.
Yeah.
Then it goes over there.
At the other
and it
end,
comes all the way
come
and
back to 75
is the
end.
last one. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I do feel for them because I was there
Okay.
until 1975. I got here.
You come here.
Yeah. So I have a 2.5 year serve in South Vietnam Navy.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I had Chen 1 month practice on the 7th Fleet
Yes.
of the US over there.
Wow.
1 month. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for your service.
I too young. I too
Yeah.
only 2.5 year the young officer.
Yes.
Anyway, from South Vietnam.
Uh-huh.
So, but you know, and now I feel for them. I feel for family over here.
Yes.
You know, and a long time. Hopefully, the next generation
That's
will
right.
forget. I mean, you know,
That's
they
why we
feel
have it
better.
so we don't forget.
Uh,
That's why we have this here.
Yeah,
We don't wanna
that's
forget.
a big war, crazy war.
Yes, it was.
Okay, nice talk to you.
Oh, you bet. Take
Ừ,
care.
bye. Đó thì bắt đầu năm 28, dài theo thứ tự thời gian. Well, chuyện này nó liên hệ tới mình thì mình có chuyện mình nói với người ta chứ, vậy thôi. Đó thì nãy nói chuyện với cái ông đầu tiên thì cái ông đó ông cũng nói là ông cũng trong Navy, ông này không có tự xưng, thì that's okay. Không biết mấy người lính chết này có người nào mà tên họ là tên Việt Nam không ta? Quên hỏi nó. Mình coi cái tên, ra coi trên cái list cái tên thôi coi nó là sao. Thì làm cho đẹp vậy, nó bớt người, nó thấp xuống vậy đó. Nó làm cũng như là nguyên một cái wall cho nó đẹp vậy đó. Thì cái tượng này bằng 3/4 cái tượng thật ở Washington DC. Ở đó cũng bằng đá, cũng tên tuổi, cũng trang 70, Y70, Y69, Y68 đó. Thì cái tên nó list ra vậy thôi, không hẳn là những, nhưng mà nó nói nó list theo những cái người mà tử trận gần với nhau, để tên gần nhau. Nhưng mà nó không có chia ra từ năm được. Nó bắt đầu từ năm 1958 dài tới cái góc bên này, nhỏ bên này. Rồi bắt đầu từ cái góc nhỏ ở bên kia tuốt đằng xa vô tới ngay chính giữa là 1975 là hết. Đó. Thì chung mà nói thì nó nói chiều nay 6 giờ nó sẽ có buổi lễ celebration 6 giờ chiều. Ok. Thì chung nó là vậy, nó để lên để ok vậy. Cùng lúc nó cũng hoan nghênh cái chuyện donation, tức là cho tiền để giúp cho cựu chiến binh. Đó vậy đó. Thì đây là một cái công viên ở thành phố Corona. Ở ngoài công viên rộng rãi thì nó để nó trưng bày lên cho người ta xem. Mà để suốt ngày suốt đêm luôn, dĩ nhiên nó dựng lên rồi. Tối nó chỉ có mở đèn thôi, mở đèn cho người ta có thể đọc được á. Ở trên nó có đèn nó rọi xuống. Ở đằng kia có cái liều á, thì nó giải thích thêm hình ảnh gì đó, mình tới cái liều đó mình coi. Trời có mây, không có nóng lắm. Thâu hình này nó hơi không có sáng lắm nhưng mà chắc là cũng đẹp. Đây người ta để mấy cái bông tưởng niệm như mấy cái người qua đời đó, mấy cái người chết đó. Này là bên Thái Lan nè, cái đường nó bay vô Thảo Bươm ở Hà Nội, hoặc là nó quay tàu nè, quay tàu nó từ cái đảo Guam B52 từ ở bên đảo Guam mà nó bay vào tới bên này, nó bay cái đường bay lên nó đánh vô nè, Hải Phòng nè, Hà Nội nè, Bò Bơm không á, cái đường này là đường B52. B52 mấy cái hàng không mẫu hạm của Mỹ nè, nè để thắt không đầu 7 nè, US 7 Flick nè, Yankee Station right here, đánh vô đây, đánh vô đây. Từ ở bên Nam Giang nè, từ Nam Giang máy bay nó cùng qua nó đánh ở bên Thanh Hóa, đánh lên Thanh Hóa đó. Rồi từ ở chỗ này là cũng Miên nè, Miên nè, để coi là Phnom Penh đó chỗ nào. Ở dưới này Campuchia, này Thái Lan, ở bên Thái Lan, từ bên Thái Lan qua nó đánh nè. Nó đánh ở dưới Pleiku 30 thuộc Pleiku, nó vô đây nó đánh. Rồi ở bên Thái Lan nó bay qua. Hồi đó mình đâu có biết, nó bên Thái Lan nó bay qua. Đường mòn Hồ Chí Minh Trail, đường mòn có đường mòn Hồ Chí Minh, nó đi nó lấn ở phía bên biên giới Lào này. Nó đi trong biên giới Lào này, Lào đâu có chịu nổi nó đâu đi trong cái biên giới của Việt Nam thì có lính Việt Nam, nó đi phía ngoài, nó đi phía ngoài xuống dưới này là Miên này, giờ nó đánh này, đánh dưới này. Tây Ninh đây here. Lộc Ninh, Cầm Tung, Long Bình, Long Pha, Mê Công, Mỹ Tho, Cái Bè, Đầm Tâm, Vĩnh Long, ấp Bắc, Đức Hòa, Củ Chi, Tây Ninh nè, Tây Ninh chỗ đây nè. Giữa Tây Ninh Trảng Bàng là Củ Chi là mình ở đây nè. Gò Dầu Hạ nè, Gò Dầu Hạ, Trảng Bàng nằm ngay đây, Trảng Bàng nằm ngay đây, Gò Dầu Hạ treo đây. Bởi vì chiến tranh này nó như là cúp Bắc vậy, nó mới gọi là conflict, nó đánh bằng chính trị, không có thắng không có thua, cứ đánh qua đánh lại. mà vũ khí của Việt Cộng hay quân lực của Việt Cộng đánh không lại, nhưng nó cứ rì rả đó, đánh du kích hoài á, nó chọc giận hoài á, nó bắn một viên là bên Mỹ bắn là cả ngàn viên, chả nhầm nhò gì. Thì chết thì chắc có lẽ là cũng chết. Trong một ngày chết nhiều nhất là 246 người Mỹ, 168 là chết nhiều nhất, đánh là chết nhiều nhất. Có 42 người brother, anh em với nhau chết. Có 3 nhóm người cha và con chết. Có tên ở đây thì trong trường hợp chết khác nhau, nhưng mà có 3 người cha với con chết. 42 nhóm là bạn bè. Tất cả là 58.281 name on the wall. Wow. Này là 64 người mà ra một cái trường trung học. 64 người chết ra trường trung học ở đây. Trung bình là lính là bệnh chết là 22,9 tháng. Tám người đồng bào chết, tất cả là đều nợ. 6 người về tinh thần đó, mục sư để làm lễ cho người chết đó. 16 người bị chết. Còn khoảng 1.500 người mất tích chưa tìm thấy. 1.500 người. Ở trên đó là bộ binh là 65,6%, Marine Corps 25,5%, Navy chậm 4,4%, Air Force 4,4%, Coast Guard 0,1%. Bộ binh là chết nhiều nhất, rồi tới Marine Corps. Navy, Air Force thì khoảng 4,4%. Một số nó thống kê là vậy. Cái người này nè, Lin này mà thắng được cái design để mà làm ra bức tường này á. Hi, can I have a question right here? If you know, I had a question on this particular. I don't understand what mean on her. she won the design competition.
Right.
That means they prepare before
For
they
the
go
wall.
from-
Yeah, she designed the wall.
That's she won. That means her
Yeah,
design.
she won. Yeah.
used it.
What they
Oh,
did is, I forget, they had like 1,400 and some
thời.
entries,
Mhm.
and even her teacher or professor
Mm.
did a design, but
Oh,
she ended
she
up winning.
continued.
Yeah,
She win.
and nobody knew who it was.
Oh, at that
They
moment.
all had numbers,
Mm.
so you didn't know.
Mm.
And the judges all picked her design.
Oh.
But then there's a lot of controversy
Oh.
because, one, they didn't think she was American. They thought she was Vietnamese, but
Oh,
she
really?
was from
Yeah.
China. I think her parents
Yeah.
were Chinese.
Yeah.
Her parents were Chinese immigrants that were professors, I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah.
And so she ended up winning, though.
Mm.
And a lot of people hated the Vietnam Wall when it was first built and stuff. But the Gold Star mothers spoke up on her behalf. That said that they really liked it and stuff.
Mm. Mm.
But there's and she just had a birthday yesterday, day before yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
And she was a Yale student, I think,
Oh, that's
from Yale.
number one at university
Yeah.
for politics. Thank you
All
for
right.
mention. I didn't read enough. Should read some more. Dạ. Đó, giải thích là có cái người tên là tên Thảo, design. Lúc mà design cái tường này ra đó, không biết tên ai với ai, mà người ta pick cái kiểu mẫu đó thắng, thì về sau là tên cái người Chinese. Giống như Việt Nam thì người ta ghét lắm, người ghét Việt Nam á. Nhưng mà về sau này thì được tưởng thưởng. Bóng tàn sát. Eternally tree flyer. Anger and angry over a husband to God. Yeah, I have used it. I was lost in
We have this mobile education center. You'll see at the beginning a timeline and then 2 screens. The first screen is hometown heroes. Those are the folks from this local area whose name is on the wall. The second screen is your in memory. In memory are those who served in the war, came home, and later died as a result of their service. What you're looking at here is our first case of replica items. We asked the question, what was it like to serve in Vietnam? And we very quickly learned there is no one Vietnam War story. There is no one experience that is all the same. It depended on the job that you had. It depended on the branch of service that you were in, where you were, honestly, what day of the week it was, what the weather was, everything mattered. But we wanted to tell a few stories that might be similar. We wanted to share the pictures of the guys, not just in battle, but also maybe hanging out together, spending time together. We wanted to share the pictures of the story of a guy named Edward Hardwick. Edward Hardwick went to Vietnam, but he still kept in great touch with his little brother George, or as he called him, Georgie. And he wrote to Georgie and he told him about all the exciting things that he was getting to do both in Vietnam and in training. And he sent him this postcard and says, "Hi Georgie, this is what I did in Fort Dix, and I came in first place out of 215 others. In order to win, you had to go animal. You know what I mean." And really only a 9-year-old would understand what he means to go animal. These postcards and these pictures were kept by little Georgie Hardwick because Eddie Hardwick died in Vietnam. Georgie Hardwick kept it all. He kept the pictures of him going to the prom with his girlfriend. He kept the pictures of him and his friends hanging out, driving cars. And he even kept that book, the remembrance book from Eddie Hardwick's funeral. And if you go through it, you'll see hundreds and hundreds of names of people who came to remember and say goodbye to Eddie Hardwick. And on the very last page, on the very top line, in very, very newly learned cursive, you'll see the name George Hardwick. He sent this to us to be able to share with others. You'll also see these 2 cans of food. These are sea rations. And it's very special can opener. Now the sea rations are unique. These ones anyway. These are actual sea rations, and yes, there is food in them, but they're sealed tight. So just like tuna fish, you're not going to smell them. However, I will say I have one that is a pecan cake roll. I have a hole in it, and it sits on my desk, and it is the best air freshener around. You're also going to see this brick. This is one of the rare items inside that is not a replica item. This brick is from the Hanoi Hilton. It is that infamous POW camp in northern Vietnam where so many were held. It's not a replica piece. When the Hanoi Hilton was destroyed, we were given a piece of this brick. You'll also see a picture. There are 16 chaplains who were killed in Vietnam. Their names are on the wall. 2 of them were posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor. One of those men was a guy named Father Waters. And Father Waters was walking up a hill one day where there was a pretty bad battle going on. And the guy coming down, his name was John Barry, and John Barry said to him, "Father, you need to get your helmet." And Father Waters said to John Barry, "I carry my protection a little bit higher." And that's the last time he saw him. Father Waters is one of those 2 who posthumously received the Medal of Honor. You're also going to see my picture with Bob Hope. It's not actually me. That's Raquel Welch. But I wish that I could wear that skirt. You're also going to see on the other side the images of some of the helicopters. These pictures were taken by a man, most of them, not all of them, most of them by a man named Richard Kublin. Now, Richard Kublin did 2 tours in Vietnam, and he also helped his community bring the wall that heals to his town. When we were there, he gave us that flight helmet and he gave us these photos to help continue to tell the story of all that helicopters did there. We're going to walk around to the other side. picture is the year where they started pulling the capsules, but I also want to highlight this poster behind you. It says, "Would you have been drafted in 1969?" And this is a great opportunity for us when we bring students out here. This morning I had a student say, well, my birthday is on November 1st. And so I could say, all right, number 19. Well, if you were one of the people that year who had the potential to be drafted, and you were in from 0 to 1 or 1 to 195, you would be drafted. So this young man whose number was 19 told him he absolutely would have been called up, and he would have been called up early. It also gives us the opportunity to talk about the different ways that people found themselves interacting with the military. These bracelets here tell 8 different incredibly important stories. These are the POW MIAs that we share the stories of, both on the wall and some who came home. You'll see a picture here from iconic Life magazine. When we were choosing a Life magazine cover to come out with us on the road, it wasn't an easy choice. There are a lot of very memorable Life magazine covers, but this cover is of Valerie Kushner, and her husband, Harold Kushner, was a U.S. Army POW returnee. He was captured in South Vietnam. He was taken to a lot of remote jungle areas in South Vietnam. He made it out to the Hanoi home, and eventually he was kept a prisoner for years. We'll also see this Purple Heart. That actually belonged to Eddie Hartman. His brother Georgie sent it to us. But it is lore that the first item left behind at the wall in D.C. was a Purple Heart. It is lore that it was pushed into the wet cement, and that the person there shared the story that their friend's name would be on that wall, and that they had received this Purple Heart, and they were leaving it in honor and in remembrance of that friend. We also speak about the impact of those who lost someone in the war. You'll see a story up here from a daughter telling the story to her father, how she misses him, and how she's bringing him the photos of her children to leave to remember him by. You'll also see this replica of a care package. This is sent to a young man named Charles Stewart, who in 1972 was serving in Vietnam. He never received it, and it was marked KIA, and it was sent back to his mother. She took this care package, put it in a closet, and she shut the door. In 1993, more than 20 years later, he took it out, brought it down to, she took it out, and gave it to his best friend, Gary Bjorkquist. That's how you know he's from Northern Michigan. Strong Finnish name right there. And Gary Bjorkquist brought it down to the wall in D.C., and he left it with a note that said, "Mom and Dad want you to have these cookies and Kool-Aid. It's time they got these to you, and they send all their love." You'll also see the 3 beers. Budweiser is the most common beer left at the wall, and beer is commonly left at the wall. When we talk with high schoolers and we say, well, you see the 3, what do you think happened to the other 3? They always tell us, well, we don't know. Yeah, right. They know what happened. Jack Daniel's Black, I believe, is the most common liquor was the most common liquor left at the wall. Here you'll see a sweater for a young man who died in Vietnam named Donald Detmer. He's from Florida. And his mother wrote him a note with a sweater and left them both at the wall, and it said, "My dearest son, today I'm coming to see your name on the wall. I haven't been ready until now, but I knew that I must see it before I die. I think of you every day. You had so much of life to live, and your life was taken so quickly. With a lump in my throat and teary eyes, I am on my way. I wanted to bring your teddy bear, but I just couldn't part with it. Instead, I brought your first sweater. You are always in my heart. I love you. God be with you till we meet again. Love, Mom." We also have the note that she wrote here, but obviously we recognize that not everybody reads this cursive language anymore. We have pieces of sports memorabilia that are frequently left at the wall. This was one piece here that was left for a friend. You're also going to see, in this case, the continuing toll. These are the pieces, right? When we talk about those who served and came home, These are some of those pieces. There was a motorbike that was left at the wall in 1993, and it is a full-size motorbike, and it was left there, and we said, we're leaving this here, and you know, if the folks who were POWs and MIAs in Wisconsin were ever all found, then someone would ride this bike. If not, then it shall not be ridden. You'll also see this prosthetic leg. This was a man who served in Vietnam as a sniper. When he was serving there, he lost his leg. He came home, he learned to walk again. He got married and he had 2 kids. When his daughter was 10 years old, he died of causes related to Agent Orange. He always wanted his name to be on the wall, but he couldn't because he came home from Vietnam. And so his brother took this down to the wall and he left it there with a note about what had happened to him. You'll also see these boots here. They're sandy color. They're not that typical Vietnam War color. And these boots are important, and I'm going to tell you why when we get out to the wall. We're going to walk out there now.
Ok, bây giờ họ đi ra bức tường đó, họ giải thích những cái tên ở ngoài đó. Cái đoạn video này tạm ngủ nha. Bye bye.